Hey, I'm Georg.
I'm the Gustav.
I'm Tom, and we're from Tokyo Hotel, and you're watching Toasted.
Tokyo Hotel, welcome to Amsterdam. Jeez, it was very hard to get inside.
It wasn't that hard because our bus was able to drive in, so it was okay. It was okay.
Hey, what a great venue here. You know this is Paradiso. I mean, this is a famous venue, right?
We played here
We
before.
played here 2006, I think. Yeah, I think 2006, yeah.
It is a legendary venue. It's like it holds 1,500 people max. U2 played here. Stones did a revival tour here. This is way too small for you guys.
And Tokyo Hotel played here 2006 as well. I mean,
Even in 2006, they were way too big for this venue. I mean, why do you play here?
because we like the venue so much. I mean, it's brilliant. We love it.
No, it was great. I think our production fits in really well. We're playing special venues in every city, and I think this is one of the special ones here. And we rather play 1,500 people and have a good show with the production that we have than it's a big ugly arena.
Yeah, I can totally agree. Hey, a new album, new beginning. This is a new period of the band, right? It is an important moment in time for you guys.
Yeah, no, it is. We just dropped our new album. It's completely self-written, self-produced, self-mixed. We did everything on our own. So it's really important to us and means a lot. And we worked on it for 1 year, which is kind of fast for us, especially when you do everything on your own. So it's an important time. Touring right now, we're gonna tour the entire year. I think we started in Europe now. We're gonna add more dates throughout the year. We're gonna go to Latin America, I think, hopefully US, Asia, and it's gonna be a whole lot to do this year.
I was, of course, everybody is shocked in here that there are so many fans outside. I mean, there's from 8 o'clock in the morning when you guys were probably still somewhere in Nijmegen, where you played the night before. People were flocking to get in.
Yeah, Nijmegen. Yeah, it was good. No, we had a good show in Nijmegen last night, and it was a cool venue too, and we had a good time. And there are always people standing in front, trying to get in front of the line and waiting forever. It's crazy. Especially with the weather. I mean,
It's freezing cold outside. You wouldn't tell down here, but upstairs it's cold. Hey, album. I've been going through the lyrics. A lot of lyrics about freedom and breaking free. Of course, you just signed your contract with Universal Music broke up.
Right.
Is this writing about freedom also because of you are breaking away from the old record company?
Totally. I think freedom was a big part of the new record, and I think that's our feeling right now. We feel completely free. We feel like we don't have to do any compromises anymore. We're not signed with a major anymore. We have a new record company that has a lot of trust in our work, in the work we do as artists, as musicians, as writers, and we enjoy it. I think we feel like we're at a great place in our career. I think we just have found the sound that we want to make. We started with that with the last record already, but still had to do a couple of compromises there. And now we feel completely free. And it's a big part of the writing process too, yeah.
Of course, this is a question a lot of people will ask you. You indicated yourself. I mean, you have a change in music. And some people ask them if what the fans think and if the fans are still in the band because they made a change in music. Well, it's apparent we have 1 million screaming fans outside, so I don't think they mind, right?
I mean, there are some new ones. There are some old ones.
It depends. I mean,
everyone is welcome.
we have a big followership from day one, and we're thankful for that because it's a great opportunity. We're touring the world in every country, and we have fans from day one. And I feel like especially nowadays that the music scene has changed so much. There's so many bands and successful artists out there that don't have fans like that. They just have successful records and they get played on radio and they have a commercial success, but they don't have real hardcore fans. And we're really thankful that we have that. But we gain more people and a different crowd with the new music that we're doing as well.
You can definitely say that. Hey, one of the things that struck me is because you guys been through a lot. I mean, the success was immense, the pressure was immense, but the band never broke up, even though you guys took some time off, right? So how come you're still together as a team? Because the pressure was immense, right?
I mean, actually, we had this time off, and then, we are in a modern world, so you can Skype, you can fly. So we gonna fly from Germany to Los Angeles, or the guys coming to Germany. So, I mean, There was never.
We had the time
a
off, but
problem or
obviously, like the band stayed together the whole time. Kind of like we were working on music, we saw each other, but it was important for us too to take the break. But there was never the question of breaking up or changing the band name.
Which is special. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's
A lot of bands break up because of the pressure, right?
right. I mean, there was a lot of pressure, but for us, it was more like we need time for ourselves to enjoy this again. And I think that was important for all of us to have a private life. Like Gustav is married, he has a kid, he has a girlfriend. Like we had, we still had, like we had to discover our own personal life as adults. Since we grew up in the public eye and just were touring the whole time, so it was important for us to take that time. And since then, I think we're feeling good. We found that balance. And we grew up together, so there was never a question of like breaking up with the band. There's nothing else we can do. We are musicians, we can't do anything else. So, so we just stay together and make music. Yeah.
Hey, another thing that's big on the web is that you guys leaked your music on YouTube. The whole album is on YouTube. I'm as a music fan, I love it because I mean the music will get out there anyway. But a lot of people go like, "How can you do this? Nobody will buy your album anymore."
Right. It's probably the case.
Yeah.
It's probably the case, but nobody's really buying CDs anymore in general. So we feel like we just want to communicate the music because I produce this record for people to listen to, and I hope that. A lot of people will listen to the record, and I know that if people, have to pay for it, they rather not listen to the music. So,
Exactly.
So, and it's gonna leak anyways. Like we have fans from the first second that the album drops. You have like 1 million people uploading your shit anyway. So why not yourself?
Amazing. Yeah. Hey, I get back to music again. A couple of tracks that struck my mind. So one is especially "Boy Don't Cry." I'm an old Cure fan, so I thought maybe it's a cover of "Boys Don't Cry," but it's a completely different song.
Completely different song. Has nothing to do with that, and it's
It's a love song.
It's a love song. It's really inspired. Like this was one of the first songs we wrote for this record. We started that in last year in Berlin. That's why there's a German word in there too, and Berlin actually as a city we dropped that as well. And I think Berlin and the whole time that we spent in Germany was a big inspiration for that song.
Okay, talking about Berlin, actually, I mean, you did shoot a video at the Teufelsberg, right? Why was that? I mean, Jesus, that's some moon landing shit.
I know that's moon landing shit, and it was just perfect for the whole theme of Dream Machine. So we did have the cover shooting for the photos and videos and all that at Teufelsberg in Berlin. Actually, we spent a lot of time in Berlin creating this record. So it was like we went out there, we were partying for weeks and months.
Where did you go?
And Berghain,
No shit.
like Berghain, Kater Blau, like we love Berlin. I mean, we are night people anyway. We stay up till like 7 in the morning and sleep long, So Berlin is the perfect city for us.
Well, you can afford to sleep long, but that's cool. Actually, I think this record is dance influenced as well. To me, there's like a lot of Pharrell Williams in there. There's a lot of Daft Punk in there. Are they influences for you guys at all?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean they do great music. I mean that's a compliment.
Yeah, Daft Punk is definitely an influence for sure. Always was. They're great. And a lot of different other people. I mean, it's like for us, it's more like, especially since we're producing and writing our own stuff. It's like I like to listen to. It's really hard for me to listen to whole records sometimes from people. Like I just love good music. Good production, and it doesn't really matter like what genre it is, or if it's if it's pop, if it's hip hop, if it's electro, if it's house. Like it doesn't even matter. Like as long as it's well made and it's good. So our playlist, even like our personal playlists, are so complex. Like we have so much different shit that we listen to, and I think that reflects somehow in our music too.
Hey, like you mentioned, this is your own production. Peter Hofman isn't part of the team anymore. That must have been a bitter pill.
Yeah, there was. He's not part anymore, and the other 3 guys are not part anymore. It's just because there's no bad blood or anything. It's just because we moved on. We're doing different music. It was great back then. I think we had a great time. I think we produced great records. And now we're doing our own thing,
And you're very well made because I think the sound is really how many minutes? 2 minutes. Jesus, guys, I gotta really step this up. I think the sound is really well done.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's a process too. Producing music and doing that is something you can. You learn every day, you get better every day, and it's evolving too. It's like it's different. You treat things different. You come from different angles every time, and we just enjoy it. I love being in the studio. I love producing, creating music as much as I do the live shows, you know. So it's different, but I love both worlds, you know.
Two more things to wrap this up. You have a girlfriend. You have a kid already. A wife. Well, there you go. You have a girlfriend. I'm not sure about you, but I know about a lot of famous people that we meet doing interviews. They always go like, "Sounds great to be famous, but actually it's really hard to find a good partner because all the fans are in front of stage. They just want you because you're famous, and I never get to meet the right people."
Right, it's true. It's. I think in general it's hard to meet good people around you. If it's a girlfriend or a friend or like buddies, people that you want to hang out with, it's always kind of tough if you're a public figure and people know you. It's always hard to like separate. Do the people really like me, or are they just hanging out with me because I'm somehow famous or whatever? But
Tom always says like the best way is to test as many girls as possible.
Exactly. You just have to test them. You just have to test them, and then you decide.
That's some very wise words. Hey, you guys are on tour right now. Album is just out. You're touring Europe, and I saw it's a massive tour. Lots of touring. There were plans to go to the States, South America, but is North America on the list as well?
North America, yeah, we're trying. We're trying North America for sure. We're trying to do that. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, last thing. You guys were known as a political band. You were against bullying. You took a stance. You took a stance with actions against PETA, for PETA, against fur, which is great. Now, of course, we are in political turmoil here in Europe and in the States as well with Donald Trump. Half of the band lives in the States, half the band still in Germany. What do you think of this whole political situation?
It's horrible. I mean, it's horrible what goes on in the world right now. It's not only US, it's everywhere. It's in Europe. It's a big topic, especially in the band. For Bill as well, Bill is a big. We're all against Trump. We were all shocked. Like when this happened, it was just shocking. Like for us, like we were together actually with our friends, and we wanted to celebrate, the election for Hillary, and so this happened. We were all shocked. It was a bad day, and we're still shocked. And Bill and me hasn't been back to the US since then, so hopefully we're gonna make it back. So we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, in Holland we just had the elections here, and people voted very much against hatred. So that's a good thing, right? We started.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah.
It's great. We heard about it, and it's great. I think it's good.
Hey guys, thanks so much for your time.